Afternoon everyone, we're at a Toyota SR, and it's the Corolla Verso, the D-4D engine. So this is a diesel engine, so that's a D-4D, I think that's a 2 litre. So take you inside the car, look at the scan tool. Just a quick look around the dash. We've just started for cold, so you see that still need to warm up. We've got a light that says oil change. The idle speed's still a bit too high, and the symptoms from the customer is that lack of power. And I also noticed when I just started the car, a long while to get started, so seems to be leaving no too bad now, right enough. Need to take it a road trip, but no codes. So I'll take you show you the scan tool. So I'm going to trouble codes, no codes. So we'll just have a quick look through data. Live data. So with this being a diesel, misfire monitor unavailable, catalyst monitor unavailable, that one's complete, number of DTs 0, fuel system monitor available, heated catalyst unavailable, heated catalyst 2 complete. I'll just let you read them yourself. So everything's complete or unavailable. So it says the mill light is off, the EGR monitor is unavailable. But the second one's complete, so I don't know how this works. Calculated load, so if I get it at the gun, you can see that went to 100%, so it recognises the accelerator going to the floor. Coolant temperature 129 degrees, 130 degrees, so to be fully warm we need it up to, is it 212? Manifold absolute pressure sensor, let's see. So I would imagine that's just atmospheric pressure, because we live under 14.5 psi, so I think I can hear the turbo. No, it's going up a little, so I need to take that out of the road and check it out. Engine RPM, a little high I would say, but it's cold. Air intake 41 degrees Fahrenheit, well that would be correct, so it's about 2 or 3 degrees here today. Mass airflow is going up, I mean it's reacting. Throttle sensor voltage, so the throttle is moving. Now in a diesel you only need the throttle to draw in the EGR gases or to make the machine stop. Engine runtime, there you go, it's been going about what, 12 minutes. Right, fuel pressure, now 7,400 psi. Now that would be right. So is it 4,000 psi to get the thing going? So I'll do the conversion. So there you go, Google tells us it's 500 bars, so quite high I would say, but the car is cold, so we'll see how that goes along the road. Target exhaust EGR position 17, so when I rev it that should go to 0. Well, it certainly goes down, I don't know if it went to 0. So yeah, that is working, so according to that the EGR valve is shutting. But you can actually see when I'm sitting revving that, I can hear a hiss. It's like the DPF is blocked. Warmed up 1, atmospheric, well there you go, atmospheric pressure 14 psi, so that must be the pressure sensor for the turbo, the other one I was looking at. Battery voltage is good. Accelerator voltage 1 and 2, so gun it down. Number 2 did not move, but number 1 did. Throttle motor duty, so there is a fluctuation. Time since DTC cleared at 169 minutes. So this pilot injection 1 and 2, see that cut because it would be fuel cut off coming back down the revs. Let's see, injection volume, feedback, learning, nothing there. Cylinder number 4, destination double. Model year 2005 it says, transmission, manual transmission. It's a diesel, engine type. Fuel temperature, accelerator position. There we go. Certainly sounds like it's bogging down. Actual throttle position. Variable nozzle turbocharger 40%. Target current, this is on the pump. So that's quite high actually. I've usually seen about 1100 milliamps. So that, with the target pump SCV current, That controls the valve going in and out to control the flow. So that's like 7 amps. Wait, wait, accelerator, that doesn't show anything, these ones here. Throttle 17%. Target common rail 7,000, so the target and actual is quite close. Vacuum. Injection pressure correction, exhaust EGR learnt 0. Target boost pressure, idle value 0. Codes number, speed test complete. Check mode off, off, off. This one here, exhaust gas recirculation, not good. Diesel throttle learn status, not good. Off, off. EGR lift sensor 79%. Air intake -40, that looks like it's disconnected. 56. And so the big thing about this, we've not got any pressures in the exhaust to show us back pressure, so we'll try the snap-on tool, see if it comes off any better. Right, so we put the Verso on it. To be honest though, it never gave us much more information. In fact, it didn't give us any more information than the little hotel. So I think this graph really says it all. So our target common rail pressure, this is now in kPa, is 50, say 50,000. And our fuel pressure, which we're actually getting, is fluctuating between 48 and 54. So see when I floor it, watch this. This one goes up and this one goes down. So we're getting to 29, we're running, it's like we should be up at 150 and we're now down. So we're losing fuel pressure, I would say. So what's the best thing to do in a car like this? The very fact that we've got an oil change light, I think, give it a good service first of all. See, the revs have just dropped the other now. So I went and asked a few questions about this vehicle, and they were telling me it had a new fuel tank put on it, and then the problems began. So I think they need to go back there and look at the supply pipe up to the top, or indeed look at the new fuel tank, because you can see that there. Oh, it done not too bad that time actually. But that one got to 150,000 and this one got to 91,000. It seems to be clearing itself a bit. Let's sustain it. Well, it's saying it should be at 74 and this is at 60. There it's starting to falter. Foot to the floor. We're now down at 30. It should be 140, so I think we need to look at the supply of the pump. Situations like these, you're always, don't go jump at the high side, always start at the low side supply. And even if you got to jig up a separate tank and pump to get the thing moving, that's where you go to start. Anyway, I maybe no be here for the conclusion, but I'll let you know. I went back to the little hotel again, so you can actually see the, I don't know how this one works in a Toyota, but you see this pump target SCV current. That's up at, well, diving between 7 amps down to 200 milliamps. So I normally thought they would just, when we're idling here, it would be at like 1000 milliamps. But it's wild, but you can actually see the fuel pressure now is 7,000 and it's demanding 5,800, so there's even a discrepancy at idle, so I'll rave it. So, it's up to about 8 amps, that thing. Strange one this. I think I've read somewhere about these SCV valves on these Toyotas. They can be problematic. So it's maybe something to do with that. Well, there you go, the fuel pressure's absolutely spot on now. There's what I think they're referring to as a SCV valve. This little one down here on the high pressure pump. That regulates the amount of diesel coming into the pump. So There's the fuel pressure sensor. That goes in, I would imagine that is, yes it is. It's tapped off of the reel. Is it the fuel pressure sensor? No, that's rubbish. There's the fuel pressure sensor there, at the end of the rail. Don't know what that is. There's the leak-off valve for the other end of the rail.